Hi, I'm Brad Vermeer, Senior Manager Government Relations and Policy at the FPA, here to bring you a quick update on a number of the announcements that we've seen made by the new Minister and the new Labor government quickly after they have been sworn in. These come from contact that we've had with the Minister's office, as well as a number of announcements that have been made in the Australian Financial Review and other industry publications. But it shows that new Assistant Treasurer and Minister for Financial Services, Stephen Jones, has hit the ground running, making announcements that he wants to push ahead with plans to bring the buy now, pay later sector and operators under credit laws, existing credit laws, as well as moving to regulate cryptocurrency exchanges in the same way that other financial markets are regulated. He wants to move to overhaul benchmarks used by APRA to measure the performance of superannuation funds, as well as directing the Treasury to examine possibilities for compensating Indigenous people who were victims of the collapse of the Funeral Expenses Fund named UPLA. But in the financial planning space, we've seen the Minister announced that he is prioritising easing the regulatory burden on financial planners within the next 3 months. So this is going to be before the recommendations of the Quality of Advice Review. And this is because the Minister wants to stop the exodus of financial planners, as well as ensure that we're delivering quality, affordable and accessible financial advice to Australians. So it's a great indication that Labor is going to be pursuing, particularly in the short term, a deregulation agenda. And this is around the Minister, in the first instance, wants to quickly overhaul the hundreds of pages of regulations in relation to the best interest duty, as well as product disclosure documents. And he's also directed the Treasury to begin work on delivering a proposal for a transitional pathway for experienced advisors with 10 years experience and unblemished record to continue in the industry. Now, this is something that was announced before the election and in fact was consulted on by the previous government. Now, the FPA put in a substantial submission on our views on this particular proposal. And so we're looking forward to working closely with the Minister and the new government on how this will be implemented and ensure that it's a transitional pathway which better recognises experience, but also continues the journey of professionalisation for financial planning. We've also seen that the Minister has also announced that he's looking at pathways to extend the superannuation guarantee from the current legislated 12% as we get there to, in the longer term, looking at a 15% superannuation guarantee. So this is a big agenda that the new Minister and the new Labor government have outlined in a very short space of time, and a number of these issues are being worked through in the short term. And this is in addition to the work that we're doing with the Quality of Advice Review, as well as the Australian Law Reform Commission's review and the Treasury-led ASIC industry funding model review and professional indemnity insurance market review. So there's a lot of work to be done. We're looking forward to working very closely with the new Minister and government on delivering outcomes, particularly in these areas and in the short term, that are positive for our profession, as well as working with stakeholders across the Parliament and the new Shadow Assistant Treasurer and Shadow Minister for Financial Services, Stuart Robert, on some of these things when Parliament goes back in the last week of July. So it looks like it's going to be a very hectic few months that is going to deliver some positive outcomes for our profession. I look forward to bringing you more updates as they become available. Thank you very much for your time.